I'm going to start out here with a comment from one of my videos. I no longer accept any mainstream scientific explanation of anything anymore. In fact, I completely stopped believing when I realize that I'm believing. I stop. Belief is the enemy of knowing, they say, right? So while we got this pulled up, the Hindenburg, it only had 63 flights. But somehow it was only recorded when it burned up in the sky, right? Why is that? Why is hydrogen 7% cheaper than helium? I think we can all figure that out. They're basically taking away, or did take away, free travel. All in the name of safety. We've heard that one before, right? The mob government is great in taking things away from us, right? So this is going to be a bit of a PG-13 video. Going to get into a lot of stuff. Everything we've been taught is total bullshit. So let's have a good time. Thank you all for all the positive vibes, and let's get into it. Our first pit stop here is going to be in El Salvador. Some boots on the ground by Wit, aka Face Diaper. If you've been in the truth community for years or just recently, chances are you've probably run into him in a live stream or in a chat. He's a person where if you're fortunate to have a conversation with him on the telephone, you say hello and you buckle up. You don't have to say a word. His walk down the beach here is just really just freaking fascinating. Just cooked out structure everywhere. Red brick up there. You can tell this whole thing was a melted building. The whole landscape. Look at this crap. This stuff is everywhere. I think specifically this area that he was going on a walk this morning, or that morning, pardon, was mostly underwater at most times, and the melt reveals itself. Like, what's going on here? Look at that shit. It's just red brick. It's changed the state of matter. Who knows how many cataclysms, but what the hell is that right there doing there? Wow. I mean, is that a midget obelisk or something? Be on the lookout maybe down the pipeline of something between Wit and I. Next up is San Juan, Puerto Rico. I recently got an email from Juan, a short video, boots on the ground of the streets of San Juan, Puerto Rico. I appreciate it, Juan. I'll let the video play here in just a second. But look at this right here. We got this melted brick. What is that doing here and what's going on? Just scrolling through some screenshots of a video
San
he sent
Juan, Puerto Rico.
And look at the different styles of cooked out brick in the streets of San Juan.
What is this?
If you were to say that these are just worn and weathered or whatever, well, why do they all look different? Right? Why does it look like it's cooking out and biscuing up like dough through a chemical change? This kind of stuff is all over the world. We're just walking on it normally and don't really ask any questions and doing our shopping. But at least Juan here sent me something that we can all look at. Alright, so this one's going to be fun. Line Infantry. It's one of the more insane, idiotic things that I have ever seen in the indoctrinated school books. You line. This has been going on, they say, for since the middle 1600s all the way up into the American Civil War. You just line up in the middle of a field and shoot at each other, lined up. Now, you only got one shot, right? So you shoot, and then it takes you, I don't know, what is it, 15 seconds, 30, I don't know how long, until you can get another shot off. I mean, your instincts are going to tell you, bro, I need to duck under a rock or behind a tree or something. Just keep marching on. Uh, no big deal. I mean, how bad does the indoctrination have to be if this really went on? This was ludicrous. I've been making fun of this for since middle school. Is he really picking that dude up? Oh, be careful, bro. That's a heavy dude. What a ridiculous story. Oh, he's like, hey man, you alright? No, I'm in line infantry. All right, so just get prepared and buckle up for this stupid narrative. We're going inside Arabia, and they are beehives that stood the test of time, crafted from mud and stone. These structures reveal a deep understanding of bee behavior. Oh, okay. Honeycomb cells designed to harvest honey without harming the colony. Okay, so what kind of hellish bees live in these things? I mean, can you fly around with them? I wouldn't recommend that back in the day. Are these like Jurassic period? Like you've got a saddle and stuff with bees. I mean, don't touch the stinger. I mean, you're probably a goner. I mean, I guess you got to be pretty big to ride them, but these beehives offer a rare glimpse into ancient agriculture practices, emphasizing the advanced techniques of their creators. Their discovery not only deepens our knowledge of beekeeping, but also highlights the enduring importance of I can't even this is so ridiculous. I can't even talk about this anymore. Let's just get into some of these pictures. So this is where the bees lived, right here, way the hell up here in the middle of nowhere. I'm trying to figure out where the people actually lived to come and get the honey from the huge ass bees. Even if the narrative is not right or something. What's going on here? Why is this on a 45-degree or more angle of this mountain and there's nothing around here? Oh, my bad. This is where the beekeeper lived right here. And this is this is where he went to the bathroom in here probably. I'm getting a little woozy just looking at this picture down. It's very steep here. I mean, this is almost 90 degrees up. So if you got a bowl of honey or something and you just step back, it's take a selfie or something, and you would just lose your life over some honey. I mean, couldn't you just do this towards like flat ground level? I mean, I guess not. What kind of bees live around here? And what the hell is this back here? It's a mountain. That's where the bees were born, and then we made honeycomb cells for the bees to produce honey for us. They're kind of dangerous and big, but it's all good. It's fine. Here's a few pics from Deborah Simpson, Deborah the Redbird Chick. It's in Australia, and some of this I think is they call natural, but really, who cares? Okay, right? This is in the middle of nowhere in the Blue Mountain Range. So when you're walking on the trail in Australia, upside down, of course. What is this? Well, it's a brick in the middle of all this. And most likely everything else was at one time brick too, and it changed the state of matter. And from whatever kind of event, from the sun, from electrical grid meltdown. There's no way they could call this natural, right? They do it. They do it all the time. Straight lines. They probably say some dumb shit about, oh, it was from the Ice Age, or water did this, or whatever. Look at this, I'll be damned. It's a brick. Well, I mean, some people might not think it's a brick, but it's a brick. Okay, this is curling under here. And if you don't think it's a brick, I mean, that's fine, but I mean, it's obviously not millions of years old, and this is blocky structure looking. So this is not natural. Whole mountainside, what they call mountainside structure. See, bricks right here. Bricks, blocks, it's all changed. What do we have here? Well, maybe some piping or something. Who knows? Whatever the hell they say is just stupid. So running into this on the trail, yeah, no big deal. Just walk over it. Hopefully there's a plaque somewhere. Uh-oh. Flat wall. Definitely would call this Mother Nature. Obvious upside down Mother Nature, of course. Archway. And it kind of just, we don't get as good as archways over here, but definitely an archway. And that's what are in buildings. Stairs. Let's see here. So I guess the Bushmen back in the day, they chiseled these out right here. They didn't chisel this one over here because this was a better spot to do that right here. So regardless, if someone put this together against this puffed out, cooked out structure, mountain, what they call it now. All right, so this is all cooked out. You're not going to go hundreds of thousands of feet up this mountain range and construct huge ass blocks like this, right? I mean, that would break your back and not be good. I mean, there was no pharmacy back then, right? We got to have our chemical pills. So this did not happen as far as building this like this. So you're not going to put a block of this jumbled up, cooked out structure. That's what I like to call it. And then little pieces underneath, maybe a big block here. But unfortunately, you can see the brick line still in these blocks. And Deborah has found a piece of brick, obvious brick. Okay, you see, it's just laying about the ruins everywhere. Uh-oh, what? How did Mother Nature do this? How did she create these lines straight like that? And she left some red right here. Maybe that was brick. I would think so. This is a structure that got hammered, melted, cooked out from whatever. Doesn't matter. It's not natural. It's a structure. And what a good shot here. Quality picture. Look at this thing. I'm sure a big glacier just dragged it here, and then the rain and wind just carved it, right? Where the Bushmen carved it up way up here because they needed a little protection from the wind and the rain. And hey, look at this right here. What the hell is that? That's not natural, right? Here's another archway. Okay, carved by the cavemen. Negative. It's just a building. So here we go. We got some melted steps, right? This is kind of the same thing they show in that Egypt picture, that the sun came through the window possibly, right? And melted just those stairs. Well, these happen to be everywhere, right? And it's not from water or rain or whatever, because this is almost complete block. and it just dips down here and here. Oh, it stopped. So, okay, water didn't do this, but it did it here. And by the way, there's some redness from the bricks. Let's not forget to mention these brick lines here. And over here. And if you're getting down to the nitty gritty, look at these lines. It's just brick structure lines. It's just been melted. All right, so what the hell do we have here? We've got some geology books here. Let's see. A true book. Wait a minute. Okay, true. It's even twisted to the side here a little bit. I thought they were theories. Obviously, theories, just guesses. And here we've got a true book. Total BS. Let's go to another one here. Okay, Bold Kids Geology. All right, going down here. Man, this is really a good shot, actually, of the melt. It's good quality picture. You have 90-degree angles, really melty looking here. You have the supposed sedimentary lines that are just brick lines, structure lines that have melted. Discover pictures and facts. Here we go again. Facts. Okay. Total BS. Earth's surface. Interactive science. Nice coloring here. All right, what do we have here? We have an archway, which are in buildings, structures. But this one is supposed to be millions of years old. Hold on, wait a minute. It might be hard to believe. No shit, Sherlock. But water and ice helped shape this desert arch. Okay, so you're saying that if you live about, I don't know, a couple 100 million years old, and you constantly threw ice at it, squirted water on it with a hose, you're going to get this effect right here. Don't worry about the block lines, brick lines, or any of that. Next on the agenda is some cool pictures from James JJ, some great shares. I think I've mentioned this place from Greece before, but these are pretty good shots, and you can just tell what's going on here. This is not over time or however many years they're saying. This is totally melted. It's melted. Let's just get past the crap they tell us and look closely here. You have bricks, obvious bricks right here. How did this happen over here and this over here? This wasn't just created. Look at some incredible stuff. You've got bricks, then you have stalactites all of a sudden, and then it goes back to structure and bricks and huge archway. It really doesn't matter if you call it aqueducts, or you can even think it's swing sets for giants back in the day. All these arches, right? But the matter is, it's freaking melted, right? It just didn't happen like this. So what they were saying was this is an aqueduct, and this just changed to this over time. This is supposed cave stuff right here, right? No, it's all the same. It's all melted. Pretty simple. It's brick in the middle here, and something happened and melted all of this, and this survived where we could actually tell what this is. Bricks, brick lines. Gonna put my thinking cap on for 1 second. Brick structure does not just change to this. Scorching, melting. Look at this bush over here is trying to hide the melt. Sorry, Mr. Bush, we can see. It really can't get any more obvious than this. Look at this little hole here. Look at this melting over the structure. It's almost changed to this total millions of years archway, right? By water and ice, weather. So I'm going to end it here with a share from Karen in Australia. Some crazy footage. Look at this thing with the brick still attached to it, and an incredible piece right here. Just brick ruins everywhere around this place. But right here, look at what this wall has done. What would do that? Look at this complete destruction. It's everywhere. So I'm going to just let his videos roll. And I appreciate everybody being here. Much love, everybody. Peace within.